On this day in 1806, there was the single largest explosion that has ever been in the Maltese Islands. And it happened right here in Birgu, one of Malta's 3 cities. See where that tree is, sitting on the fortification walls? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that tree's not supposed to be there. There once was a building there, and this wall extended all the way down to the water's edge. But it doesn't anymore because that explosion blew out that entire wall. So what on earth caused it? Well, take a look at this. If we go down here, you can see this sign here, BO, British Ordnance, and the arrow pointing upwards. That was put here by the British. They'd come to Malta in 1800. They'd put ordnance, high explosives, in the building that used to be there where the tree is. And this sign was warning people that ahead of you are high explosives, so be careful. There was a man called Bombardier Anderson. Bombardier was his title, his rank. Anderson was his name. He was given a job to go into this pulverista and to remove lots of shells from the high explosives that were in there. He assembled a party. There was a total of 13 men, and they go into this building. Next we know is that there was this massive, enormous explosion. It caused a tsunami. A huge wave started here, went all the way up and smacked into Valletta. It kills those 13 men. It kills another 26 soldiers in that building. It kills 200 men, women and children, civilians living nearby. It also causes damage to 493 individuals' properties. So 493 people lost property of some sort. The British have an inquiry and they find out a few things. They find out that Bombardier Anderson, 2 days before this explosion on the 18th of July, 2 days before, Anderson had gone and done a similar job. And he'd been spotted holding a hammer and a metal chisel and smacking the fuses inside of the shells in order to make them loose and pull them out. He had been told not to do it, but he had ignored that order. Also, the inquiry says that the group of 13 who went in on that fateful day, they went into a building filled with high explosives. One of those soldiers was seen smoking a pipe. So there was a man acting as the governor. He was called Sir Alexander Ball. He says to the British government, we've got to help the poor people of Birgu. We have to compensate them. The British government say, well, you know, it's kind of the fault of the Maltese for living so close to a load of our high explosives. Alexander Ball continues to argue for the Maltese, and in the end, the British government come to a deal. They say, if you were rich, we will give you 50% back of what you lost. If you were poor, we will give you 2/3 back of what you lost. The wall, the landscape of Birgu has never been the same again. These walls have never been fully replaced. So the pulverista changed Birgu forever. For more tales of the terrible and stories of the strange, follow Dark Malta Tours.